Hi. Hi, I'm Tom, and this is something different. It's a setup video. Original, I know. We're gonna take a look at the things I use to make videos online, which you watch to. Also, this is slightly a face review because Alex told me it was necessary for the channel. Fuck you, Alex. No, don't actually. I love you. I know it's a bit of an unusual thing to do since I don't actually do face review videos or actually anything real life for that matter, except the VR videos when you can actually see me move with the Vive all over my face, you know, all in virtual reality. But regardless, I thought it was a nice thing to actually show you what I use to make my videos, and it was nice for myself to see in a year, well, what I have then. Like, my setup is ever changing because salary, not YouTube money though. And for the other reason is because I just wanted to. Also, I had no videos planned since Injustice 2 is released the 18th in EU. Fuck you. Fucking Walt Disney. Anyway, regardless, let's get into the setup. Let's start off with the PC, and its case to start off with is first. It's a Sharkoon VG5W Blue. It also comes in red and green, but it is non-adaptable, sadly. There's enough space for everything here. Like, I upgraded my graphics card lately and I was surprised because I was really afraid that the graphics card would actually not fit. But it is surprisingly, well, spacey. Like, there's more than enough room for anything here. With it comes the CD player, SD card reader and all the usual stuff. As well, you have two huge fans in the front, so no cooling issues there. And a side panel so you could watch to your glorious Master Race PC build. Inside we find all the parts we need for our Master Race PC. Starting off with the power supply. It's a Corsair VS650 650 watt power supply. It is more than you will ever need for any normal gaming system. Even with a high power graphics card you will still only need like 450, 550 to be safe. But I just wanted to be extra safe when I bought it. Slight detail as well. This PC is custom built. It is all selected parts and put together by someone else because I didn't trust myself. Up next we have the hard drive, which is nothing really special, just a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. Let's just skip it and let's move on to the next part. Up next we have the Asus motherboard, which has way too many numbers for me to even come close to saying, so I'm just gonna put it on screen. On the motherboard we have a Intel i7 4790, not overclockable, running at 3.6 GHz, which is, and again, well enough for gaming. Supporting that we have 16 GB of Crucial Ballistics DDR3 RAM, which is again more than enough for gaming, but for editing purposes it is quite useful. The cooler for the processor is a Cooler Master. I do not know which one. I only know it's Cooler Master, and it's supposed to be extremely silent, and it is. It is that the case's fans are not silent, so it eventually didn't even matter. And last but not least, the graphics card, which is the EVGA GeForce GTX 1080 FTW. And the FTW is no overstatement. It is an amazing graphics card which can run almost anything on max settings and still pump out over 100 FPS. It is absolutely amazing. Then we have our chair, which looks like a DX Racer, but is actually just a rip-off and bought at Staples. So nothing really special here. I do need to mention though, if you're gonna spend 8 hours a day behind a desk, you might as well spend some extra money on a chair so you're comfortable. And that is some really top-notch advice. Now we've arrived on what is actually on top of the desk, and let's start off with the monitors. They're two 24-inch BenQ 144Hz monitors. XL2411. And let me tell you, I love these things. They run extremely smooth with only 1 millisecond delay. And well, I like my resolution, I like my frame rates over my resolution, and these things give you frame rate. Although only the right one, which I use for PC gaming, is 144Hz because I only have one DVI slot. Then we have the Logitech K740 keyboard, which has extremely low keys because, well, I love low keys. It's all personal preference really. You have the mechanical keyboards, like, which I don't know, it doesn't feel right in my hands. So I just love the low keyboard. With the low keyboard, of course, comes the mouse, and it's a Thrust GTX 152. And man, this thing has seen some serious miles in action. It has 3 or 4 different modes. One is off and the other 3 are red, green and blue. And it actually changes the DPI as well. It's actually a $20 mouse right now, and it is still a pretty damn good mouse. So I would recommend you get it. I might get the same one again. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, because it has some serious miles and it is a little bit damaged, so I'm thinking of switching it out soon. For headphones, we have the Audio-Technica ATH M50X Black. And I gotta tell you, the quality for this thing, audio-wise, is amazing. The highs and lows, the bass, it is all there, all great. The only thing that isn't great about these headphones is the comfort. Because after wearing them for like 4 hours, they will get to annoy you. Like, you will feel it in your ears and it gets a little hot. So, if you want them, quality-wise, get them. Comfort-wise, don't. The microphone is a Blue Yeti, which I think is really the standard for YouTube content creation right now. Everyone seems to have one, and it is I can't blame them. It's a really easy microphone to use. The quality is, well, I leave that up to you because you're listening to my voice right now. And price-wise, it is a little bit on the hefty side, but I think it is worth it. You also get different modes on the back, which can really change the way the microphone behaves, although you actually almost always just use one mode. In front of it we have a standard pop filter, which is, well, a pop filter, yeah, not really anything special about it. And the mic itself is attached to a crane. I do not have a shock absorber, but if you don't slam your desk, it is not necessary. Last and least, we have a PS4, which I use to play with friends from school. It is no PS Pro, no Slim, just a regular old PS4. And lastly, I would like to show you, I have a lot of open space in my room because of the Vive and the entire setup. I have like 2.7 meters by 2.7 meters, so you can move openly and freely and nothing really stands in your way. And what is that? No. Oh, you were not supposed to see that. No.